none of those 9 justices wants to sit there and basically decide who the next president is, and with the elimination of the process, that is...
This water that was in the bucket smells awful. It's like somebody peed in it. But the windshield was dirty. As I finished getting gas, I remembered after I started the stream, so I apologize. But I just got off work. I've been watching Steve all night, and I don't know why nobody's downtown covering what's going on, or I haven't seen any feeds. But things are going crazy. Nothing's happening. Well, I just left Universal, and just leaving Universal, but I've been paying attention to the election and all that other good stuff. Watching Steve while I'm trying to work, but right now they're having a hard time. They're
Route 218th and Grand, 17th and 50.
Downtown near Staples Center. There's a large group of protesters that are out. So I'm about 12 minutes away from that. And we're going to try to get down there, see what's going on. I was watching Beverly Hills. It looks like that pretty much ended. It looks like everybody went home, but if it's still going on, I'll head back over there. But I thought it'd be more important to head downtown. Just a little bit of craziness. That's all. How's everybody doing tonight? Who's winning the election? Anybody know? I got Fox News on. Just listening to that. I gotta kick back over to Steve and see what's going on, but so we're headed over by 18th and Grand, downtown LA. That seems to be where the biggest problem is. I'm just checking a source here real quick.
Can I get a simple call like Grand and 18th Street? We got a group here about 20 individuals.
So my concern is they're making arrests, or they're saying that they're starting to detain people. I did hear the scanner talk about there being media and whatnot within that group, but I also feel like that is typical of the group itself. But we're going to get down there and see what's going on. It's 10:21 here in Los Angeles. I don't believe the election is called.
On the south side of 18th Roger, sir. Yeah, the officers were out there are going to need a little bit of assistance. Units that are going northbound,
Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina. It's not on there, but we haven't called it yet either. Michigan and Wisconsin. They are very, very tight. And the ones in yellow we have yet to call. 238 to 213.
So obviously they're... What do you think? Are they going to actually call the election tonight, or are they going to wait until tomorrow?
Eastbound Washington, if you come down the westbound lanes, it'll probably give you a better lane of traffic. Be advised of a possible shooting at Washington and Olive. Washington and Olive, RAN, TV, RN route. Stand by for additional. And Paul 310, come in. And what do you have? Stand by one.
Catch up with y'all here in a minute once I get closer to where we're headed. I started the stream a little early, just to let you know that I was out and about and trying to get somewhere.
Just caution, you've got a small group walking southbound Pembroke coming up on Washington now. They were part of that group on 18th Street. Do me a favor and come one more block east of Pembroke. I've got 5 people that are going to be walking northbound towards you that were part of that group that was throwing rocks and bottles earlier. Wouldn't be another for this event.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed, Figueroa and Washington area. About 5 minutes away.
This small group in Washington and Pembroke, come northbound on Pembroke.
5 or 6 individuals that were refused to leave the area, and they were part of the ones that were throwing rocks and bottles. 7 men, 3 clips, 16 in red. That now, sir. Anybody available on Washington to help detain a group here? North side of Washington coming towards Pembroke.
Kind of sounds like the group is broken up into a bunch of smaller groups, but
Officers on Washington, the group here on the northwest corner, they're coming around the corner trying to go westbound. That's part of that group I was talking about. Call 150, real squad that can respond. We're currently at Peterville and also Roger, I've got officers that are moving into position now. Thank you. Okay, sir, just let us know you have another mission. Also something I'll bring over.
Come in.
To hold that intersection for this group that's on Pembroke. Call 140, call 140, come in. 140, go. Looking for 140, smashing windows on Grand Northbound, what was the cross? We're now approaching 11. Group is dispersed, we saw a group of about 20. We're on Grand, approaching 11th northbound. Correct, off street, northbound, approaching 11. They also available, they can help detain these suspects over here on Pembroke and Washington. They hold the south side of that street.
yeah, I agree, Vincent.
We're detaining on the street, and sure what you have. It's just south of the tree, west side of the street. Let me get a better look. Oh, it's you. Two of the ones I saw running up and down the street, they left off of 18th and came southbound.
So this is Fig.
One in pink, male Hispanic in the gray. Are you guys okay? Roger, so the guy in the gray I know for sure, and the guy next to him in the black as well. It's part of that group we had northbound a while ago. Okay. Sure. Units that they have a report of an ambulance shooting on Olive in Washington on Central Frequency.
Be advised there's a shooting call at Olive and Washington. Stand by. We're standing by for further.
11 Paul 250 of the arrest van available to respond to Hope, just north of Washington. Can you do a flyby Olive in Washington, CCC, regarding their shooting call? I'm just sure on the way now. 6 call 366, 6 call 366, you clear?
Station 33, we are code 6 here on Washington, west of Hope.
I need a navigator is what I need.
Requesting a summer van host north of Washington.
I see the helicopter up to my left. Headed the right direction.
Commander 4 Lloyd, can you direct me closer for the shooting call?
Commander 4 Lloyd, Olive in Washington, 1885 is code 6, and we're standing by for further information.
So. Richard, turn to control. It may be a BS call and be heads up.
So let's say it looks like they're stopping traffic up ahead.
And we're going to be switching operation over to channel 40. So if there's be monitoring channel 40 as well. Olive, Southwest McDonald's, and
a lot of traffic right here.
Victim was assault to the head. Visible to the trying to figure it out.
13 Roger.
Yeah, it seems like the police, from what I've been seeing, have
We'll be moving everything over to channel 40.
definitely been
Victor 10 Roger. Which other unit are
actively
you with?
trying to put an end to this. There were a lot of units, especially CHP.
Well, if he's being notified, it's safe to enter in Washington and 1885. Roger. Right now, it's possibly going to be just a battery or ADW. We do not have any evidence of a shooting. We still need an RA. They were standing by. They were just waiting to make sure we could enter, and they've been advised. If you put forward, it's not a shooting. It's just an ADW. Roger, we'll notify them. Check on 40.
Clear.
7 North 31. We're set up at Melrose. It's just we have eyes on the LIVESTREAM of the location.
Just saw some press walking around there. They all look like they've got security with them too, which is kind of wish I did too, but
Call 173, RD 182.
Officers on channel 40, just going to do a quick description again of what we saw. It's a male black, approximately 6 feet tall, approximately 180 to 200 pounds. black hair. He's wearing some kind of tack vest. It looked either gray or sand in color. He had an AR-style rifle, and he appeared to have a hat or some kind of dark head covering. I think he had a beard. Control.
One, go ahead.
Yeah, CP, is there a request for an additional slam and unit?
Trying to figure out how to get over there. It looks like this will be clear here.
There was already two, Paul 310 requested, there's two vans at scene, and Paul 250 called to come in.
Maybe for white guy. It might actually be the business next door. Hard to tell, but there's a light coming out, blocking the door with the keys to the rear.
27 Victor 10, 27 Victor 10, come in.
This Buffalo Storm is walking out eastbound to the alley. It may be on channel 40.
Did you get your slammer van towed north of Washington?
White, black sweatshirt, carrying a red bag, heading out towards Milfos. There's no in a backpack. Yeah, we have eyes on the white. He's carrying like a orange bag, white shoes. Looks like a younger male. He's crossing over to the north side. Has a backpack on, black sweater, dark jeans. Out of our sight. And there's no evidence of 452 fight. One next door.
So this is Hill and Washington.
7 North Road. If there's any other unit out there that maybe we need to fence up on and kind of asking some intel, hey, is this your location? Is there anyone inside or anything like that? Get some intel.
7 Paul 140, Roger. Victim that was assaulted by them. That was on a bicycle.
Some more press there. It looks like.
Paul 140, Roger. We look for the victim with DOA.
11 Paul 140, Roger.
It looks like they're kind of getting split up.
Sweatshirt, dark jeans, white shoes, kind of orange bag, and wearing a backpack. He was last seen northbound, just from the road. Just trailing him. If we can get another mobile field force to come from the south, we might be able to detain him.
7 Paul 150, we're southbound Flower, approaching 12. Can you guide us in, sir?
Roger.
All right, it's kind of trying to chase everybody around here.
South Grand, west side of the street, approaching 12. If you're able to come eastbound on 12, we're gonna get somebody to stop that guy because keep an eye on him. See if we can get some intel from him since he came out of the same business we're looking.
Victor 140, there's analysis suspects at 11th and Grand are heading westbound on 11th from Grand. They're meeting up in the alley on 11th between Hope and Grand with an additional group.
East Grand, MDC.
150, we're west crossing eastbound 12, just west of Grand. If you can guide us.
Have a unit available for him. As soon as you locate him, let me know, and then we'll have units stop for you. Roger that. We'll check out an alley, but you might be might have to continue to this. I'll let you know. The problem is there's a large parking lot. It depends. It's going to be all timing. If you get to 11th and Grand in time, they'll have some buildings there that we can use to block them.
We'll come around from, I believe it's Olive, that's 1 east, and then we'll come back westbound 11th to Grand.
Bound on 11th from Grand. To 11th Grand also. Units that are eastbound, that's the group on the north side of the street there. Okay, Paul, northbound Vista, he's up there on the east side bus. Gonna be coming up on, down by northbound Vista, just after Ruby. Still walking the east side bus.
So,
On the corner, those are some of the vandalism suspects.
let's see here. Getting close. Oh, there. So here's a lineup of
Box East, they were all on that north
officers
sidewalk.
chasing the group, following the group.
This one.
So you can see officers to the sides here.
Plan number 2 MDC, is it okay?
Come around the corner here. Ready to jump out.
150. We're on Olive North as well. We have a group of 5 detained that were vandalism suspects.
Thank you. Okay, so walking around the block, sir, are you guys able to ID these folks?
Okay.
40 negative.
There's no police working for him, so they closed up and he left just now.
Sir, if you could meet with the officer that detained him,
Having a hard time.
where does he works at again?
On these streets.
On Hope from 11. She's part of that vandalism group. They just broke a window with the skateboard. He's 1 or 2 buildings west of our target location.
Funny is, they probably just stopped and they end up coming right by me, but
Where's that group that you have detained there, sir? Hey, sir, on 11th, Grand. They're on Olive over here.
We also have 5 detained Olive North of 12.
150. Again, we're at 11th and Olive with a group of 5 to 10. If there's anybody that can ID, we're standing by on the east side of the street.
So you can see all the officers standing in front of Starbucks. They're just kind of protecting this area. I don't see anybody protesting, anybody about. They've just taken up a position out here. The group must be moving pretty fast. You guys are moving so fast. Death, it's going good. It's been quite a day of having to work and pay attention to what's going on at work and trying to watch the election and see what's happening around town. And I saw there was people out at the park in Beverly Hills. The Trump supporters were out there. I believe they all left. I was watching Moses B. I was watching his feed.
Can you guys identify any vandalism suspects, or do we know who can identify? The group that the other call unit down there was trailing. Roger. Melrose and Gardner. We're looking at a suspect who's located inside a building. Potential security guard, but the WC's in the area. Saw him inside a building armed with a potential rifle. We're in the process of setting up a containment on the location now. And once we get our final containment in place, I want you guys to come up overhead while we're trying to call this guy out.
That way.
Trying to see if they.
It's going to be 7454 Melrose Avenue. When you get closer, I can give you the suspect information and the exact.
In other words, I'm pretty damn late to the party. I watched and listened to it all get started from my scanner while I was working, but.
We're putting the final containment in place now. We still got to take Melrose and position some rifle teams in the front. We've already positioned them to the rear with WC surveillance. But we will stand by until your arrival before we make the final call out.
Are you ready for us to cover it now, or you want us to hold off for a minute?
There are a lot of police out. A lot of unmarked cars roaming around.
Stand by 1 second.
But
Hold off for a couple minutes. We're just clearing up the final perimeter control here, and once we're all set in place, I'll call you.
what I don't understand
Okay,
is,
sounds good, and I'll be ready.
why didn't they just catalog?
whenever you are.
You know, it seemed like
Going to be a mail block.
they just keep pushing them around the city.
Sand or tan-colored tack vest. Approximately 180 to 200 pounds, maybe 30 years old, and it's going to be unknown type
So-
of rifle that he was seen with. The location is going to be 7454 Melrose. It's going to be on the south side of Melrose, between Vista and Gardner. It's going to be one building west of the business. It's going to be a shoe business. Let me get you the exact name of it. Hold on one second.
So that's going
Suspect
on in
is,
Hollywood.
To the front. He doesn't have the rifle. Looks like he made contact with officer.
May have to tune that out because it's making
Hey,
me,
man, we're making contact with him now. He's complying.
that's making me miss all the other stuff. All the information I'm looking for around me here. There is no action because there's not going to be a decided winner tonight. Like in many other... Yeah, no, that's the way it was sounding when I first started the stream. I was kind of hearing that. That's what they were kind of laying out on the news as to why. I still haven't heard why that is, why they couldn't make that... But, you know, the funny thing was is they warmed us all up for it. But who the fuck would elect Joe Biden as a president? That's what I can't figure out.
Hey, Ship, can you give me an assessment of downtown of any other groups or any other issues that you see? Take a look, sir. I haven't seen any other groups, but we'll take another look.
Thanks, Erica. Yeah, no, it's gonna be safe. I know what I'm up against tonight, and I was gonna maybe just stick the camera out the window because I know that getting into this group is not gonna be a good thing. But I just wanted to get out and kind of give you a feel for what's happening. Some of the news trucks are all over here.
Reach RP, for instance, 417.
So this is Staples Center here on the left. All the news crews are staged where things were going on earlier.
Oh boy. PRs. Starting Grand 11 Pendleton. Roger.
Thank you to all units. Information only. The Expo line will be coming through at 18th and Grand shortly. The Expo line train will be coming through 18th and Grand shortly.
It's weird because that group of officers that was there protecting that, I think I have fallen way behind where that group is, so I'm working my way back over there now. I just don't want to go past all those officers again, so we're gonna go this way and come around. I just realized that banning spray paint would be like banning guns. You're never gonna end graffiti. tell you, I'd really like to see us handle people who tag differently. Yeah, that guy's going the wrong way.
Was a victim of an assault, and 2 are detained, requesting units to respond to that location. RA is also en route.
Call 150. Can I get a slammer van to Olive, north of 11th, 405, in custody?
Requesting a slammer van in custody, Olive, north of 11th.
Repeat the location for the slammer van.
Olive, north of 11th, for Paul 150. And you had to confirm
Sorry, I just...
in custody. Responding to Broadway and Pico, identify only.
Ball 310 CP.
All 310, go ahead.
Can come to 9th and Hope.
Paul 310 is requesting an investigative team to 9th and Hope. And unit responding to Broadway and Pico, identify only.
Sorry, it's...
7 Paul 310, I mean 9th and Olive, sorry.
Requesting an investigative team at 9th and Olive.
What's up, Flyer? Glad you're here with me. Worst part is I gotta work tomorrow, but... There's two helicopters that are up that I'm not sure what they're looking at, but I'll tell you, they're really high. There's 3 of them up there. None of them are police helicopters, but I think the
Investigative team.
310 stand by. Any investigative team that can respond to 9th and Olive for Paul 310 identified.
screwed that up.
Responding identified.
Okay, we're coordinating now.
Thankfully, at least nothing really bad is going on tonight. It seemed like it was going to get really crazy, but tomorrow there was already that one planned protest. No matter who won the election, that was the YFL or YLF. But so I'm down over by USC right now, but I'm just picking up Grand again here. Something like Grand and 37th Street.
The investigator here has been notified and will advise once units are out. What is the 11-12 recess? You get $900 from an investigative team.
No, Caitlin, I'm trying to catch up to
The investigative team is en route.
where they're protesting, but it seems as though they've pretty much dispersed at this point. They keep having these little pockets show up, and it seems as though maybe they've just done a good job of getting everybody to disperse. So it's my do not give up attitude that if there's anything going on, we're going to find it. And I'm listening to Steve over on Freight Broker in my left ear. But I am moving fairly quick to get around here, but there's a lot of police activity, a lot of chatter, but
Approximately 6 in Club City right now.
I'm basically headed towards the helicopters, or what the helicopters are circling over. And that may just be where the fire trucks were at the McDonald's.
Investigative team, did you receive?
Take us report.
I think they pushed them this far out of the downtown area.
Commander 4 boys, did that investigative team come up? If they meet us here, we can.
At this point, it's just kind of a little tour of the city, but
CP, what's the left for the incident?
It looks like they're making arrests. Steve's watching Precious Child stream. So you can see cops blocking the road ahead of me. So you can kind of hear the helicopters overhead.
CP, can I get the last for the incident?
They're now directly overhead.
Six, five, seven.
7. CP to 11, call 510, 11, call 510, come in.
552, go ahead.
I don't know what they were doing over here.
510, 11, call 510, come in.
510, he's trying to broadcast. Do you hear either of us?
Boy, I can hear you. I cannot hear 11, call 510.
Roger, I'm standing next to him. What's your message?
Clear to demobilize, and if you could bring the 211 to 14 forms to the CP. Supervisors only to respond to the CP.
Boy, he has 48 in custody, so negative, he cannot demobilize.
Brandon, Route 2 MDC, have your list.
That percent of that 3. Roger, move out to WC.
Line 3 left.
One boy, come in.
So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get into the area.
Verify the whole MFF is tied up. Call 520, 530, and 540.
Roger.
Something's burning up there.
Detail 11, call 610, 11, call 610, come in. And then you are clear to demobilize.
Fire
Bring it
smoke,
to 11, 214 to the CP.
Basically, CHP and LAPD have the area sealed off there. Maybe they've kettled everybody because they're talking about making arrests. And I thought they said 48 in custody.
Bring your forms to the CP.
So that might have put an end to it.
11, call 630, 11, call 630, come in.
630, Roger, I copy.
Roger, 11, call 640, 11, call 640, come in. 11, call 640, I copy.
Yeah, so you can see all the
50, 11, call 650, you're clear to demobilize.
you can see all the officers here.
Call 650, come in.
Sorry. I don't know that we're gonna see.
11, call 650, 11, call 650, come in.
They look like they've got everything under control here.
Roger, you are clear to demobilize. Bring your crews to the CP.
Roger, we're at 11th and
don't know how 11th doesn't cross Pico. I don't know how, like, they come up with 11th and Pico, because electoral court sucks. Is that anything like People's Court? Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. I actually think that during some of these protests and whatnot, I think they put out fake 911 calls to get the police kind of moving on things that, I don't know. It's just a conspiracy theory, but it always seems like there's a lot of odd calls that happen when the protesters are out. And has anybody seen some of their tactics and whatnot handbooks that they put out? I was looking at an interesting website today that had something called Rust. I'll pull it up in a minute and tell you about it.
On Washington, where the rescues are being boarded up on the buses.
Oh yeah, they got a whole bunch of them. That's why. Can't ever figure out how Precious manages to not get arrested. Seize it. That's all your comment was Biden. You speak volumes with that. Oh shit.
Plus one is en route to DC.
Should have got out there and see what was going on. I'll park over here and take a walk for a minute. I forgot I had food in the car.
One boy CP. One boy guided. One boy, I'm going to need transportation to Washington East of Flowers for 2-0.
One boy is requesting a unit for transportation, Washington, for 2 juveniles.
All right. Just to give you an idea of what we've been doing. This represents, the dots represent where we've been all around kind of like downtown. And you see where I've been covering kind of all in and around here is where it's all been going on. And then over the other side of the 10, south of the 110. But yeah, we've been covering some ground, but all right. That's right, Trump 2020, if we all know what's good for us. Biden wins. The evils of the country win. And it smells ripe with piss, and downtown's just got that fantastic smell to it that never seem to get over. I could have parked closer, but I didn't want to. Sella, left wing, right wing, same fucking bird. If voting actually mattered, they'd make it illegal. It's a popularity contest for elite families or false. Oh, this is fascinating. False prophets. Everyone is conditioned to see this through, and the celebrities who've sold their souls are ushering folks in by the masses. I kind of get what you're saying, but it's a lot simpler than that. This is damn cool. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. I saw somebody I recognized. How'd you manage to not get arrested?
Oh, just staying in the right spots.
Yeah. I heard they got 48.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was in the media area, but there's more press on Starbucks. There's a bunch of cops over there too.
Yeah.
But I think that's where everyone else is, but I don't see it.
I got you. So apparently, from what he's saying, they had a bit of, but hey, chatters. Our flat. Life here in Los Angeles. What are you doing tonight on election night? Oh, they got some up on the wall over here. some arrests over here. Detainees. No, it's just all officers. Check in with somebody that I met the other day.
Hey, what's up, brother?
How
you doing, man?
Stay out of trouble tonight?
Bro, it wasn't no trouble to get into, man.
That's good. That's good. I've just been.
It was slow out here tonight. It was active for a little bit and then it kind of slowed down. They got it under
They
control.
took care of it.
Yeah,
like
no, they came out hard today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they crushed them.
Hey, especially in Beverly Hills, though, man.
That's what I was telling you.
Beverly Hills.
Did you go over to Beverly
I was
Hills?
in Beverly Hills.
Oh, you were in Beverly Hills
Yeah,
earlier?
yeah, because
Kinda
somebody
watched the
stopped
crowd
their
just
screen
a
or
little
something like that.
Yeah.
The SWAT pulled us over and all of that stuff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pulled us off the car for
Because they originally said that they were not going to let anybody downtown, but I saw they kind of had the streets open.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
too.
But they had Beverly Hills open. They let people come down there
Yeah.
for a minute.
They were more strict over there, no?
Yeah.
So did they kick everybody out? Is that?
Yeah, then they moved everybody.
It said to go home. Okay. Well, it's like they got a whole nother group over there,
You know?
and they got
On
the
Washington,
buses.
you mean?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
there's like
yeah, but it's just
48
like,
they arrested.
Yeah, like the buses.
They arrested
and then
48?
It's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
There's a whole bunch of cops
Yeah.
over there, a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I left that area.
That's what the helicopters are doing. Is they're watching what's going on over there. They got the whole area cut
We were
off.
over there, and the helicopter was over here, and then I guess
Yeah.
it was back.
You know, because they must have been in like the subway or the busway
They
area.
were by the
Gold Line or-
train, yeah.
by Blue
And
Line.
Yeah, see, I was stuck in an area like this, and they were swarming through the cars and putting
Yeah.
the flashlights in the cars and doing all that, and I was
Yeah,
like, I'm
bro,
out.
That's when I went to the alley. My homeboy Mondo, he was over there.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
can
you
somebody
can
check
see
to if Mondo's all right?
The
Did he
the
get
Starbucks is back over that way that we drove by earlier.
arrested? I don't want to leave.
Real shit, though.
It's pretty calm. Everybody seems to have calmed down. So who's going to win this election?
I don't know. He's making a statement right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I got the sound in my other ear. I just haven't.
Whoever wins got some first round of beer.
Hey,
Can you mute me in that Trump video, please?
what is he saying? Oh, he said that things are going very well. I love it. And like all the way to
I mean, what else? He has to say something positive.
yeah, he always says, no matter how negative it is, he's always saying
I'm listening to Steve's feed in my ear. See, all the officers are here. Staples is down that way. This is Olive and 11th, where I'm at right now. Over on 7th and 5.
7th of Flower.
What's going on with that?
Group over there.
You gonna go with that?
What, that one?
You guys hear it on the? You guys have one of those things, scanners? I have an app. My friend has an app. He says.
I just used the Citizen app today, and that's how I found
Oh, I
it.
did
Yeah,
too.
but
I
that's
use the
the south-
But you can use
south
Snapchat
seven.
too.
Who?
Snapchat. You
Eastbound
didn't know that?
Flower.
I don't even have that shit. I want to download it.
Eastbound Fig.
You can go to Snapchat, and then every time there's a shit going on in the red.
Yeah, they're down that way. I'm gonna head out. See you guys.
Go right here.
So there's a couple of groups that are forming. There's I don't know, I'm at 11th. They're at 7th and Flower and Fig area, tagging up buildings. So we're gonna try to get over there and see what we can see. Get back to the truck fast. They're saying there's 30 males tagging buildings. but it was just a group of streamers and whatnot that were hanging out there. Kind of after action, you can see how they've boarded up all these units. Seventh and Flower, people with tools. So, try to so that's where these guys are all headed. Shit, if I stand here, they may just walk this way. They're saying they're looting businesses, attempting to loot businesses.
Where's it from now?
Sorry, huh?
Yeah, most we're doing the vandalism. Stand by on that. If you guys could just stay clear and ready for more work, appreciate that. around. There's just people committing acts of vandalism, breaking windows, and cleaning. But just in the area, obviously these guys got a ways west. We need to keep moving on. Mobile field courses, we've got traffic grant. Can I get that supervisor to meet me?
So they're directly behind me. They've got the roadblock, so I'm going to 8th. Head up this way.
On Washington, just be advised, we're going to start opening up vehicle and train traffic along Washington. One way 51. To all units holding traffic in the area of Washington Flower, you can go ahead and open up your hood. Ball 310 to the TV. 11 Ball 310, do you have any motor units available, or motor strike teams available to be redeployed to the area of Grand and 7th and surrounding areas for patrol?
Motor strike team come up on frequency.
Is that sector 4?
310 or sector 4?
Negative, we're sector 3, however, there's several juveniles running around in the area vandalizing 7th and Grand, north and south of the location.
Can respond for call 310. Check loud and clear.
Trying to get around them.
120. Call 310, Mary 120, responding.
Seem to be headed west. This is 7th here. No, I am not a cop. No, I'm a dolly grip. I make movies and TV shows. That's what I was doing earlier today. I started streaming about a month ago. and basically just to show what's going on in the city and try to give you guys a good picture of what's happening. These guys seem to be moving pretty quick. Thanks for thinking I'm a cop, though. Is it because I'm doing such a great job of tracking these guys down? Because I don't feel like I am, but...
Well, you can disregard.
I don't know where these guys are going so fast.
Paul 210, Paul 220 through Paul 260. Meet me at Operations West Grill, Code Alpha.
I don't know how these people move so fast.
Through 260, Code Alpha, WD. 260, Roger.
I do not get it. Like, they literally seem to be disappearing as fast as they appear. But I am noticing a lot of security guards out. It looks like they just... That's a Chick-fil-A, no shit. No, because the calls are coming from the helicopter. Oh. I've been listening to my scanner for a long time now. Why we're not going, I don't know. That guy sat there and... So I'm wondering, I can't imagine they're getting around by car, but... Unless they're just... Scott at Loud Labs. But Loud Labs, they're stringers. They sell all their footage. They're like next level stringer guys. Yeah, no turn on red, and that car sat there through the entire green arrow.
1 Paul 210 to CP.
Stand by.
Pardon me. I still see units behind me, so that would be like south. They were moving this way. But how they disappeared so fast just beats the hell out of me.
Paul 210, go ahead.
Paul 210, I have 1, 2, and 22 assembled at 5th and Grand. Where do you need us?
So they're moving northeast.
11, stand down, 1 Paul 11 Paul 210. We'll meet you at your location shortly. 11.
Come on.
10 on Paul 410, come in.
1 Paul 410, go ahead.
1 Paul 410, you are clear to demobilize. Bring your 211 and 214s to the CP.
14, Roger.
420, 11, call 420, come in.
Yeah, 18th and Flower was where they, I think they said they had 48 arrests from that group. They kettled those guys, and I was over there earlier. That was where I pulled in
20, you are clear to be mobilized,
to something that looked like it was a bus terminal.
Roger that, thank you. Roger.
Call 430, 11, call 430, come in.
One cross 6 MCD.
Roger, 11, call 430, 11, call 430, come in.
Glad I grabbed food from work on my way out. Tonight, while we wait for election results, Ethiopia has declared war in Tigray as militias attack
4291 and OD 161.
an Ethiopian airbase. That was something that came across Telegram message from
your 211 to 214 to
Black
the
Lives
CT.
Matter.
Supervisors only are to respond to the CT with the form.
So this is a film production that's here on the street. So, oops, sorry. Their security guards are going to need a little more help, probably. Film production does not hire armed security guards, so if anybody comes through to do anything, I'm sure will stop them. LAPD just looks like they're circling. So to the right here is Pershing Square. So that 5th and Olive. Grand is one block to the north, or one block to the west, pardon me. I see all the police cars coming behind me. So I gotta go up a block, come back here. It's funny, they broadcast their sirens, but they didn't say what they were doing. This should be 4th. They might have gone underground, under Grand, Lower Grand Avenue. So this is Pershing Square on the right. Yeah. All right around here. Oh, the smell of urine is unbelievable. The worst part is it's kind of dark down here, and they're dressed in all black, so they're hard as hell to see. Apparently what their tactic is to jump into alleys, change their clothes so they don't look like they're in black bloc. And when I was reading that, it kind of made me think of some of those acts you'd see on like America's Got Talent, the quick change artists. Like, I don't know how they, well, I know how they do it, but like to have clothing designed to change that fast is there's just so many people on the street at midnight on a Tuesday just hanging out. I know it's only midnight, yeah. But it's not like normal midnight by any means. So this is Broadway. Something.
298-8316 Southwest down.
7 Roger.
Here, lady. Stand by.
Maybe 22 Roger, good night.
Four gunshots here, lobby in the intersection or parking lot. Jensen 433 Warner D5.
Whoa!
You can show code 4 in front of Southwest Station Road.
That guy didn't realize that was a cop. He's about to get pulled over. Maybe, maybe not.
Driver 8 low connection, Superman 97.
Did you guys see that? He's getting reprimanded right now because he tried to make a left in front of that car and it's an unmarked. This guy here's an unmarked as well in the Charger.
The victim is en route from Division San Fernando near 2008 Silver Dodge Avenger.
Heavy answer standing by. 120 and for 3863, no evidence of a shooting victim in front of Southwest Station. Okay.
The PI lines left open, are you ahead? That's nobody in 43rd.
You know, it's funny, now that I think about it, maybe that was a fake call. Maybe somebody called in a group and there was really no group. That's how they move so fast? Or just... Unless they went into a building, but...
Now, 895 Submarine Avenue. Black, 38 years, blue and white pajamas, Thunder Comments, code 202, Energy 1971.
302, the
yeah.
Northeast Station.
I don't live downtown. I live someplace far worse, actually. But yeah, unfortunately, I have to work down here once in a while.
A call on Hope Street. Line is left open, note all your questions. Evidence shows location of between 1060 and 1011 South Figueroa. Here.
LA could be a really kick-ass city. But even in like the good parts, it's still shit. And it always smells awful because there's just no bathrooms. No people down here that, you know, there's actually a toilet here on the corner. It's one of the few. Green, I call it the French bathroom because that's where I saw them first before I saw them in LA. The self-cleaning bathrooms. But yeah, it's pretty bad. They're just now boarding up this building. Bank of America.
No one, no warrant. 2002 4-door. Myra Echeverria, 239 East Avenue 33.
Alright, this is 7th and Hill. Right here.
6-1 sugar off. Now possible battery suspect 6130 West Sunset, code 430 Energy 666. The ETA was looking for 1 William 51. He was requesting a board about a Starbucks.
Okay, disregard. Sorry.
Roger.
It is really weird seeing everything boarded up.
clear intersect.
But I wonder what happens to all this.
59, Roger.
I wonder what happens to all the plywood afterwards. Guessing maybe the board up companies, they hold on to it.
45. 3000 handle AM, traffic watching, gauge code 37433, RD 1243.
BW suspect just left 11th and Flower. It's code 2 incident 4329 and RD 182. Center to hand identify.
Incident 4341 intersect.
And a 79.
9079, Roger. Picking up to 77 Bill. Your time on route is 110049.
Number 1, possibly holding a knife. Number 2, holding a bat. No fights or threats observed. Suspects have a silver sedan parked in front of where they're standing. Additional incident 4292. 8575 in Hollywood, handle the possible battery suspect 6130 West Sunset, code 2 incident 4309668.
It's also really dark down here. The city's not helping themselves out by any means.
All on Los Angeles and was it I'll meet with that when I'm almost got ticked.
30 Roger.
Definitely never seen more security guards downtown than I've seen tonight.
So what I'm seeing, that's code 2 incident 4 RD 849.
1965 Air code 6 from the call, Billboard. Selling unit shots fired here on the Pico in Shenandoah. 2 gunshots heard, no further. Code 2 incident 5 RD 849. 134 George, no one in CIC. 2009 Dodge Ram 1500. Alex Michael LeCavalier, 7742 32nd Avenue, Seattle, Washington.
Eastbound eastbound Pico towards La Cienega. After that call came out, we're not in the area.
204-100, Roger. 8059, 8059, over. 204-100 was code 6 in the area at the time when they passed the location. A dark color sedan, tinted windows was seen going eastbound Pico towards Cienega.
Come on.
Runner.
I just realized I never even put on my logo. Sounds good. That's good. I've been using the new mic today.
Right, the 12-52.
Definitely better than the definitely better. There you go. Hey. Definitely better than the
1925 has your suspect at Northeast Station.
than the shotgun mic, but I don't know. I think that I think everything's calmed down and stopped, and I was just gonna check
from 420 North Coronado wishes you to
check
contact
one
her
more thing
by
here.
phone. Can you give her a call? Detroit Clear incident 4229.
Corner approximately
Okay, so the large group actually did exist. You can see on this, they were actually there. So it wasn't a bullshit call, but they must have moved fast. Apparently people are angry about it. Isn't that what all those little angry things are? I wonder who that is.
Incident 3955.
Huh. That was weird. Did 26 minutes ago. It says, according to a tweet from LAPD, multiple people were detained, but I think that was probably... Yeah, it's probably that other group, but... Yeah, so everything that's written down here, or all the comments or notices from Citizen, man was found by the LAPD at McDonald's near near Washington and Olive, which is where we're at. Man's conscious and breathing. So that's what the fire trucks are for. Was the guy at the
street entrance? Suspect is a male, black, 30 to 40 years, pink shirt and dark shorts and white bag. Inside a white Toyota Corolla, no plates. Code 2, incident 13, RD 1764.
So, Black Lives Revolution just put out a statement saying LAPD is targeting and arresting anyone wearing black in downtown LA for simply walking around. TAC channel scanner says that. Sorry. TAC channel. It says TAC channel scanner says that. Says. Oh. It literally says. TAC channel scanner says they, LAPD, are taking pieces off the board. A clear admission of a conspiracy to commit false arrest. So, we didn't hear that, but, and then they had another one that came out a little bit ago. LAPD keeps detaining people and then releasing them back inside the unlawful assembly zone, only to arrest them. As we speak, LAPD is arresting a group of lawyers and legal observers from National Lawyers Guild. Thank you. That's like one of the greatest things ever. Not a great idea to arrest civil rights attorneys. Yeah, but they're troublemakers too. So that's Black Lives Revolution on Telegram. If anybody looks or uses that, I've just been sorting through it all day today. But there's a lot of interesting information coming across Telegram. You can follow Antifa, a bunch of other groups. My favorite one is Fuck Fascists. Their chat's pretty interesting. They were showing a lot from DC. I don't know where they're getting their, who's providing the footage, but kind of interesting stuff. There's also another one called LA Action. Well, their stuff is kind of old. Does anybody know if Portland's still going on? They had a massive crowd there, but I was just looking to see what was still going on here. So this is a pretty great source for information. I'm giving out all my secrets. And you can see that. This is that's the account. So what they do is it's called Recon Source LA. It says info only account providing live updates on protests in Los Angeles County. All info is gathered via publicly available police scanners and civilian reports. So 29 minutes ago, Recon Source LA tweeted, LAPD reports downgrading citywide tactical alert to just the Central Bureau. That's where we're at, Central Bureau. 30 minutes ago, LAPD reports requesting airship to monitor area of 7th and Grand, also where we're at. But they haven't tweeted anything since then. But usually what's happening is the protesters, somebody's monitoring Recon Source, and they're using that information. Sometimes they'll send info to Recon Source, and it'll get pushed back through Twitter as ground source, civilian source reports. On this tweet it was DTLA civilian source reports jail bus past 18th and Figueroa en route to Grand, and that's where they're doing kind of the mass arrest down there. And then a slammer van. LAPD reports a slammer van is at Washington and Hope, so that's the same area there. So usually if there's something going on, this guy or this person, this account will be tweeting, and that's one of the ways I find out what's going on around LA, because they'll be the first ones to report, or when they kind of wake up their Twitter, that's when you know things are getting ready to happen or whatnot. But so anyway, so it looks like everything's calmed down for the night. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I mean, just check I can't see. The new rig's working pretty good, but just wanted to be able to read the. It's actually really hard to see when it's got white behind it, so I'm going this way. Tribe should know that great people of America doesn't support racism. This reason why we as Africa together with Americans, we invited the campaigns of Black Lives Matter. Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. Whoever wins, we need to come together as a nation. That's correct, Rick. We do need to come together as a nation. I do predict a riot too. Because if Trump wins and it's that close, people are going to be pissed off. If Biden wins and it's that close, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense right now. Will you stream tomorrow? Peter, I have to work again tomorrow. I really wanted to take 2 days off, but because of COVID and I just don't have the work these days. Fortunately, I got 2 shows, and the one show got shut down for 3 weeks, and so I ended up losing I ended up losing 3 full weeks of work because of it, which sucks. Hollywood's starting to get back going, but it's not fully up and running. So I'm fortunate to be working, and I'm doing 2 sitcoms right now. So there's 2 more episodes left on one, and then because of Thanksgiving and everything, so I'm just trying to make as much money as I can right now until Christmas, when everything shuts down usually anyway for 2-3 weeks. So yeah, I'm working tomorrow, but again, like today, I'll be ready to go and stream whatever's happening after we wrap. Hopefully we don't have a long day tomorrow. Normally we don't on our 3rd day. So yeah, I'll be out tomorrow. But yeah, they did. Should we go see what they're doing? It's still kind of early shit. The scanner's got, no.
Terminal Hill had 10 to 12 people wearing backpacks breaking a vacant commercial building at code 2 and 33 at RD 160. 124.
I'm code 6 with that.
Peter, you're welcome.
Northeast Station.
I just wish I could have been out earlier. They gave us a later call today because of the, voting. So instead of having an 8 a.m.,
family
we
dispute
had 11.
restraining order violation of 1621 South Redondo Boulevard.
Really late.
Code 2 incident 273773.
That was going to end, but let's go see what's going on.
Incident 434. 24.
Let's go see.
0. Please, 5 to 6 vehicles, no license plate, last seen approximately 5 minutes ago. He's on Jefferson from Western, driving at a high rate of speed and running red lights. Information on incident 35 and RD 336.
Jefferson and Western.
I'm at Bellport, don't have it.
Missouri, code 6, 14201, Houston.
Cardinal? Could you show me code 6 back on incident?
Somebody left a car on the road.
428 and a follow-up to the station, code 6.
841 Roger. Five 1585 8 sir. Clear. 1981 code 6, all of you hospital.
85 get stacked before 15 group call.
7885 Roger.
The numbers on Gregory Way.
88598712. Army Road. Something across the street, male unknown with possible light laser. No further code 2 and 0036 1132. Runaway juvenile investigation 1564 West 36th Place. This incident 4322 and RD 356 and 415 man. RD 356. Vehicle taken from 2002 silver trailer at Avalon.
So all the news crews are gone.
Possibly wearing a gray hoodie. Code 2 incident 0039.
They've all called it a night. They finished their 11 o'clock news. And
87.
Yeah.
5.22 Roger.
1633, can I get OCC code to 43rd and Normandy for a pocket bike?
Normandy, pocket bike. 415.
They call it a tow truck for a pocket bike. You think he would have just thrown it in the trunk of the squad car?
Roger, man. Thank you.
I guess maybe because it's a vehicle, they're required to get a tow truck. But I wouldn't even think you'd be able to.
Gregory, 4-shot turd, glass breaking, and people yelling. Also, per ADA, being that there were several kids in the area shooting off fireworks. Exposure. 1621 South Redondo Boulevard, code 2 incident 273773.
409 closing a sec.
Car dealerships got rid of all their cars.
D23, get a message.
That's kind of interesting. Like,
D23, are you clear?
I wonder where they took all their cars. It's all the,
19D23, Roger. 19D25, 19D25, are you clear?
seems like a smart idea based on what we've seen.
South Alameda, 1415 South Alameda. Last seen 10 to 15 minutes ago, parked near the Starbucks. Suspect vehicle is a white Ford cargo van, license 22859 Young 1. 22859 Young 1, driver male, black, 20 to 30 years, no further. PR heard a loud banging confirming the cargo area of the van. It's code 3 incident 0043 RD 1317. Pedro. Responding code 3 from 41 in San Pedro to 1415 South Alameda. 43 is there, available airship. Any unit switched to Newton frequency for a possible kidnap suspect 1415 South Alameda. Power complaint 15040 Parthenia Street, 30 1983.
Unit destination is 25. Follow up.
As much as I'm not a fan of graffiti.
Union Station's off. 12831 Roger. Unit 12845 responding code 3 from Figueroa and 60. Landlord tenant dispute 12301 San Fernando Road, incident 34 1924. Neighbor dispute 7907 Brickfield Avenue.
You seem to be on it, man. You should team up with me for ride along night.
10 to 15 minutes ago, parked near the Starbucks. Suspect vehicle is a white Ford cargo van. License plate 22859 Young 1. Driver is a male, black, 20 to 30 years. The PR heard a couple of loud noises coming from the cargo area. Mickey Mouse picture on the front, blue pants. Suspect is a male Hispanic, black sweater, green shorts. PR with a monitor comments. Let's go to incident 47 and RD 428. Responding to 1415 South Alameda with a delay.
15 traveling westbound from west.
Only 100 cruisers traveling with.
See, we'll listen to this for a minute. Oh, what happened? I don't know, that's...
Welcome back. It is 3:23 on the East Coast. It's 11:23
Listen to
in
Fox News
Alaska.
from it.
It's much earlier in Alaska. It's not even midnight. It's still
We
yesterday.
haven't called Alaska as of yet.
Fox
And
News
we
is
haven't
still
called the
live.
Senate
Wow.
race there. Dan Sullivan, the incumbent Republican, although we believe he's going to pull out a win there. Just quickly, a couple of Senate races that we're watching very closely. Susan Collins in Maine. You think we can pull that one up? That is a race where they're essentially.
My guess is I'll probably get in trouble for having Fox News.
Again, and that with Susan Collins leading, and the Republicans in the Senate. There it is. She's up 50.7, 89% of the precincts in.
The whole wall.
We just talked about that one. But how about?
I don't want to know how they get up there to do it. They must bring scaffolding.
Georgia, the Purdue race. This is the incumbent Senator Purdue. He is above the 50% threshold, and this is a big deal. If it's 94% in, if he gets above 50%,
Roger.
he's declared
19C25, ready for South Alameda, 1415 South Alameda. Last seen 10 to 15 minutes ago from near the Starbucks. Suspect vehicle's a white Ford cargo van, license 22859 Young 1. 22859 Young 1, driver male, black, 20 to 30 years, no further.
He's won. I don't know if there's a concession from Cunningham, the Democrat. But again, that would be a big hold in North Carolina. He was considered vulnerable, Tillis was, to a loss.
Yeah, with 93% of the vote in. One of the interesting things to watch here when you look at these Senate races is how they reflect on President Trump at the top line race in North Carolina. And
is over 1415 South Alameda.
And for John James, who was behind 8
1415 South Alameda.
Weeks ago, so
so that's like 7 minutes away from where I'm sitting here.
13843. The PR did not hear screaming, only heard the banging coming from the left side of the van to the rear, and the vehicle was shaking.
Because they were accurate on a number of these races where we've seen a difference of probably 5, 6, 7. In the case of Ohio, 14 points to the polls going in.
I think Wisconsin is, didn't ABC Washington
33 Roger, 2011 Floyd event.
Wisconsin.
I think 17 points.
So that may be the record.
1 week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looked like a serious outlier when it came in, and it has turned out to be
Roger.
Outside of a Ford van, there is a white Dodge Caravan. With us. Oh, wait, yes.
Yeah, you know, there was a time at 3:30 in the morning there was actually something to do in this town.
There's no sign of a Ford event, only Dodge Caravan. White.
Best game in town. All right, what do you got?
That's all you got, right? I just checked in with the guys and the ladies down on 3rd floor. And, Brett, you were asking about Georgia. I know you just had Arnon on. Here's the catch. In Georgia, you got 6% of the vote out, all right? I mean, it's surmountable. You know, you got 5 million votes cast here.
Samuel, all the way from Finland, huh?
There's a suggestion here that
welcome
between Fulton
to the
County
channel
and DeKalb, Fulton County is Atlanta, east is DeKalb, there could be upwards of 200,000 votes still outstanding. Then if you throw in this county down here, Fulton County,
it probably is.
That's the reason why they're given hesitation as to make a final call here on Georgia. Maybe that changes to tonight.
But
maybe it takes 11 a.m. tomorrow morning to make a final call on that. With regard to North Carolina,
I was just looking to see if the airship actually got over there.
The remaining 6% off of this 100% of 94.
The airship's up there.
I'm not sure where the vote is. You know, with mail-in voting now,
Your
advance vote in North Carolina when we started the day, 4.5 million votes ballots have been turned in. And by the way, North Carolina, they started opening these ballots weeks ago and started processing, counting them earlier today. So we believe, well, if this number sticks, it's good for the president, 15 electoral votes, okay? Now, here's what I want to do,
the airship circled a couple times, and now it's headed out.
And move it 180 degrees, and I'll take you up to Michigan. We're at 73%.
He's not really,
I've been crunching these numbers all night. Guys, down here, Wayne County, still outstanding. Biden has a lead, but 4 years ago, Hillary Clinton was at 69%. Is African American?
So they're saying they're not calling Michigan yet?
This year? If it is, if you go through these numbers here, it looks to me that Michigan looks a lot like it did in 2016, which would give the president a slight edge. Maybe it's
later days. The reason I stopped is because I was going to get something to eat over here at McDonald's. I landed on this wall to end the feed and say goodnight, and then that kidnapping call came in, and so that's why
He's got
That's why I'm here.
60% of the votes cast there.
But
in 2016, Hillary Clinton was up by 10 points more. Is there 10% more votes here?
yeah,
For
Anita,
Joe Biden? Might be.
it seems obvious that they're
But at the
unwilling to
moment,
do that.
He is underperforming Hillary Clinton.
And it's
for
funny
Milwaukee
because
County, which
watching
leads me to think,
the
if you do some
feeds
number
and
crunching here in
watching
Wisconsin,
the
a vote
Facebook
that was captured by 22,000
posts
votes
coming
4 years
in,
ago might be right
you
around
know,
that
from all
same
the
mark
different
yet
news
again.
agencies. It's like,
So
who do you believe
just take
anymore?
that logic,
Everybody,
okay,
you know,
come out to the wettest scenario.
all the
What
polls
might
were
be
closed
happening
anyway, so it didn't really
in
matter.
this
But
election now.
yeah, it didn't.
Democratic electoral votes in Nevada seems to be
Nobody clearly wants Trump to win, so that's why they wouldn't start covering him fairly now. Why, you know, why should we expect anything less? But
and the president sticks to that current lead.
Paul,
yeah. In Georgia. I'm told there's no
And you have the CB Santa Fe in 23rd, code check Senate 55 1309.
Maybe North Carolina doesn't move. Maybe it sticks that way even tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next day or so.
So what I just explained to you about the
I know I was looking for it all just to be over with and move on. Whatever was going to happen.
He still wins at 273. I'm just saying, this is one scenario that's out there.
Whatever was going to happen once they picked a winner.
Just to give a lot of people
Maybe once it was decided. So I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow.
At noon, Georgia flips.
Yeah.
All right, now we're back below the number. Then the focus comes back to Pennsylvania, 20 electoral.
They called Arizona with 72%, but they called it for Biden? Who'd they call it for?
1.1 million mail-in ballots have been counted already. There are 1.4 million mail ballots remaining that they have currently. So that's 43.56% of the mail-in ballots have been counted. So you got 1.4 mail-in ballots out there. Now, we talked to Arnon earlier, where the mail-in traditionally in this election has broken almost 6 out of 10 for Biden. We don't know that that's the case in this particular case.
Tell me, chat.
Let's just say it is. 60%.
Who's going to win? I just got off
you
work.
could get
Trump.
To
I still believe
the
Trump's going to win.
To the difference, the 600,000, keep it, to flip.
John, I can't believe Arizona went blue. When you see the people that live in Arizona and the last free state, I just can't imagine that they would vote for Biden. Because to me that just says all their freedoms disappear.
It's very important part of the equation too, Brett.
And I really wanted to move to Arizona because it's the last free state.
State's office a few days ago that they were going to man the polling stations tonight and then worry about the mail-in ballots tomorrow. Well, where are these counties here, okay? Just come over here to the border here with Ohio. That's Mercer, pop on down here, Lawrence.
I personally have a big problem with
you're at 71%.
Counting and trust and faith in all these systems.
In a race that's super tight that could make a difference.
Just
Come down
hard
here
to.
Green. Green's one of those counties that's
It's hard
not
to
count the mail ballots of the bar. That's what they
put
say.
your faith in something
it's an
that
8,000 vote difference there. 82%.
has too many variables.
Over here, this is Franklin County. Again, 82%. And a clear
Sally lost to Mark Kelly. Mark
38,000,
Kelly is a Democrat,
so
isn't he?
9,400 votes for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Where did that go in 2016?
They were saying
here, Franklin County.
Democrats won the Senate.
I mean, this is
at one point.
Cracking, right, 74%. I'll just come back to 2020. Now you're at 82. Just to finish the equation.
I find it hard to believe that he wouldn't win Arizona personally, but
70% this year from 4 years ago. 59%. I mean, wow.
So how can you not call it? Is the question. When you look at those outstanding counties, Bill, that are all heavily Trump counties.
2 reasons. This is Philadelphia. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I could show you again, guys. 2016, the 560,000 raw votes for Hillary Clinton. So how is Joe Biden? So based on the early vote here, he's at 73.5. 2016. So that's the margin.
Sorry, I was just listening there.
Here. I'm just trying to find something to try and.
We all believe Trump win. A moment ago, it showed Arizona red.
That's the margin of difference.
What are we saying about it now?
In Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, you're right, John.
I'll just pop over here and see what I find.
Right.
Sorry,
Why they leave California and then vote
Shucks. We have time. Take it to
Thank you.
vote left?
Anywhere.
I don't get at all. It doesn't make any sense.
So he was at 60%.
And that's why, you know, have so little faith in the system.
That's an interesting pattern. I don't know what it means.
So is it
like
is the inner city in some of these places performing under?
It would appear
Hillary was.
It would appear. I mean, that's what I find here. I mean, the smart guys might be able to fill in the blanks on that, but that's a clear
Here's a fun one for you, Peter. I live in California, Southern California, Los Angeles. Cost of living's high. I work in the film business. I make good money, but because I made just over their limit, I didn't get any stimulus. I did. I got like $180 out of the $1,200 because of what I made that year. Probably had one of my better years. Most of the time, I don't have that good a year. Did I not need the money? Of course I did. I was out of work. It had been a bad year that year. You know, because they based it on what the year before and it had already been, you know, whatever. So it's frustrating when those of us who work hard, obviously the cost of living here is higher, don't get that stimulus. So I'm a little pissed about that. And yeah, you know, $1,200 to somebody who doesn't make as much money is tough. I get it, you know, and you know, it just should be for everybody across the board. But
they called it for George Bush the next day, and that's 18 electoral votes in Ohio, not putting over the top.
Guy, I hope you lost $300. Hell, I'll give you $300 if Biden loses. It would be worth every penny. Better yet, what I'll do is I'll give you my stimulus check when they pass it. It won't quite be $300 though. But Farmer Barb, yeah, you're a little late to the party. I'm actually at 18th near Figueroa. That was earlier tonight. And I think they arrested 48 was what I heard on the scanner.
Remember, that's how they changed it in Pennsylvania. It was appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court and kicked back to Pennsylvania. That law stands as it is today. I think, you know, Iowa's out of the mix, Minnesota, Nevada, they're out of the mix.
And he's going to shut down all the businesses, and you'll have to wear a mask for the good of the country.
The current tally in North Carolina, and if this 6% margin that's outstanding starts to close more, and you think it's too close to call, even Biden takes the lead. Next Thursday now.
I didn't vote, but just thought Biden wins off media. I think you meant wins off media.
You know, we were just talking about those big cities.
Yeah.
One of the things that Arnie said was that.
Yeah, I just, you know, I'm disappointed to think that there's people in this country who don't recognize what the fuck is going on. And when you have the media, the FBI, all these people working to elect an individual completely takes away the people's rights.
Ambulance DB, Santa Fe 23rd, Culture 755 ID 1309.
Let's see, because Fox News had that good map. Let me see if I can pull up the Fox News map.
If you look at the way the Republicans have been winning, they flipped 6 House seats tonight. The Republicans look like they are going to hold on to the Senate, so the momentum is on the side of Republicans in Pennsylvania. It's difficult for
Let's see. So right now, currently, Currently, Biden leads with 238. Trump has 213. 67 million for Biden, 65 million for Trump so far. The only state that Biden currently might win is Nevada with 6. But then you've got Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia, which Trump is leading in, but they're not calling.
Look, I think Bill had an excellent presentation. I add a little bit to it in this way.
Right now, the Senate balance of power is at 47-47.
We say that we've got, 91% in and we've got 9% out. Those really isn't.
House balance of power is Democrats over Republicans. So fuck me if Biden wins and they have the House and the Senate, we're all fucked. That's what that means. Am I wrong? Like,
Clayton, he's getting 85%. In DeKalb County, he's getting 83%. A lot of these are African-American neighborhoods and precincts.
all 435 House seats are up for election every 2 years. The Democrats gained control from the 2018 midterm elections with 232 seats. The Republicans need to flip 21 seats to gain control.
In a small county, it might vary from precinct to precinct, but in these big cities, a pattern begins to develop.
And it's a 7-seat difference between Democrats over Republicans right now.
Idea of what they might look like by looking at the results that have already come in. So where that leaves me is this.
So where does that?
It's going to be Georgia, and after that, it is going to be Pennsylvania, and until we can
Apparently in Arizona,
but I would say this,
with 80% reporting, Biden is up like 130,000 votes in Arizona. Pardon me. Yeah, in Arizona. Right, that's why they called that. Okay.
The system now is overseen by a bipartisan entity. Sometimes the county, sometimes an electoral commission, sometimes a board of elections. But that is a bipartisan.
Let me see Nevada.
Properly manned, properly staffed, and both parties are represented in that process. You can't steal large numbers of votes at that point. You can play some funny games, but it is now in a legal track that is overseen by both parties. And if somebody
That's an old police car right there. Sorry, you can't see it. Trying to figure out how you get to the states, hot races. Oh, I see. Okay.
Doesn't have to go through Pennsylvania. Obviously, they're fighting, but where do you see it?
Well, first of all, it was in the 3 a.m. hour back.
So in Nevada, with 67% reporting, Biden has 50.07% of the vote. Trump has 47.8%. A difference of looks like about 25,000 votes between the two in favor of Biden. Yeah. Fong, you're fucking correct. That's the thing I don't get. How do people not see that? How do they really? Seems like whoever wins, it's going to be a conspiracy theory. It sure does seem that way, right? There's no way around it. That's why it needed to be a landslide in either direction. Yeah, everybody keeps saying Social Dilemma is really good. It's on my list of things to do, but I just haven't. Well, I still think Trump's going to win. Because, let's see, you got 5 states that they'd have to find. They'd have to find a lot of votes. Which I guess, you know, when you know you need them, you can probably find them, right? Let's see how close it is in Georgia. Yeah, Trump's up 100,000 votes in Georgia right now, with 94% in. And then, let's see, North Carolina, which I would imagine just under, I don't know, it's like 80,000 votes in North Carolina with 94% in. So that seems like Georgia and North Carolina are both Trumps. So Pennsylvania, they talked about it. I missed it though. Pennsylvania was the other one besides Florida everybody was talking about. With 64% reporting, Trump has 7 million or 700,000 more votes than Biden right now.
He joins us once again for some final analysis. All right, Chris. Well, first of all, you have anything?
Any other year, this election would have been called by now, right? Bad boys. Why? Tell me why you feel like that's the case. How is he going to make up all those votes? It's really not close, right? But that's 64% in Pennsylvania.
For the big three, right? In the upper Midwest, it's not going to be anytime soon.
All right, I'm going to go through some races here. Susan Collins in Maine.
So I'm going to in a lot of these races, I'm going to tell you the same thing, which is that because of that mail to day of vote discrepancy, things that look like they're solid may not be as solid as they think. Susan Collins has certainly outperformed the
Revenge. I'm guessing you're right.
At the moment when the
clearly
Supreme
Pennsylvania
Court came down, and it looked like it might be curtains for her, and her poll numbers really sagged. She
in
has
Wisconsin
clearly fought her way back in this race. She has to be pleased with where she is, but there's not going to be a call tonight.
John James in
These
Michigan.
are heavy industry areas.
John James has outperformed Donald Trump in Michigan consistently in polls, and we see it also tonight. Now, Michigan is one of those states where we're going to see a big crunch, right? You're going to see things change dramatically.
So Wisconsin,
all of that early vote,
Trump is
all of
up
those mail-in
over
ballots that heavily favor
100,000
Democrats come in.
votes
Will Democrats
with
get the number for
94%
Trump?
in. So
could James occupy that middle space and thread the needle? Even if Trump loses Michigan, it's possible. He has run an exemplary campaign and really found a way to get there in a tough state.
So Michigan's the only one we haven't looked at, which they're talking about now.
It's becoming a central focus, and you've got 2 Senate races there, Chris. What are you seeing here?
Georgia is astonishingly close on the presidential level. Whether or not we're going to avoid a runoff in the regular seat, in the Purdue seat, we're not going to be able to call in the coming couple of hours.
So
but if you're Purdue, this is what
Michigan has 77% reporting.
Avoid the runoff and move
and the
on
numbers
and
just
forget
jumped a
about
whole lot, but Trump is up over almost 140,000 votes. 52% right now for Trump, 46% for Biden
They have slow
in
vote
Michigan.
count. We always joke about bringing the returns in on dog sleds, so you have to like Sullivan's chances, and you have to like Trump's chances in Alaska. Obviously, of the 7 states that we've yet to call, you'd have to.
It's
like
funny
Trump's
because it's
chances in Alaska.
10 minutes to 1 right now on election night, and I feel like in 2016 I was sitting in front of my TV waiting for the call, and
the funny thing is, we sort of ended up where we thought we were.
I don't remember
Back in the upper Midwest. Now, obviously,
how it all happened and what changed, but all of a sudden they're like, that's it, Trump won. It was the greatest fucking moment.
Through again 4 years ago, right? And I think it's telling about where the American political attitude is, but it's also telling.
Also had no idea what the next 4 years would be like, and it feels like it was yesterday
in the elections
that Trump won.
all of those states and all of the states that are yet to be called.
Yes, Tony. Hey, buddy.
And that's when they're going to prepare
Dude, I never called you. I never called you when I got off work. I was like so just frantically trying to get downtown that I fucking forgot all about you, dude. I'm sorry. Glad you're watching though. You should have been my wingman tonight. I could have done a better job.
Florida was tight, and we knew it was tight. All right. Hold the
600,000 ballots outstanding.
Final thoughts from everybody for the evening. Let's start here in New York with Shannon Breen. Shannon? Okay, so we're going to watch the court system to see how this plays out the next few days.
So here, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'll show you. So, guy pulled in, and he's in an old cop car, and he got the lights going in the back. When he pulled in, the marker lights on his mirrors were lit up red, and he's got, you can see the blue lights on the back. And
seemed to go on for years, and in fact it has. I just checked. Donald Trump filed paperwork to run for re-election on.
Yeah, I saw him driving around earlier. He's got New York plates on the car.
Democrats had started announcing right after the midterms.
He's not a cop. I thought he was a cop, but
we're going to just have to be patient a little bit longer. This race is still up for grabs. 6 major states.
9 fathoms. Yeah, I got my chin up. I'm just fucking nervous, man. I'm really nervous. Sorry, it gets all backwards.
If the president loses, there's going to be litigation.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, John. He might be a stringer. A lot of the stringer guys drive old cop cars. I kind of want one. I got a buddy who's got a cop car, and he tells me stories about getting through traffic and people moving out of his way because they always think he's a cop. And he's not like driving crazy or anything, but it's also got some downsides too. But
everybody is hoping that Chris Starwalt is right, that all of the people who run these states and their election commissions will be able to get this done efficiently. I think it's in everyone's best interest
ISO J.
to count these votes and have this resolved as quickly
I hope
as
not
possible,
either, but
because otherwise
unfortunately I've been seeing too much today across some of the like anti-fascist feeds that I've been watching, and those people, they don't care about an election. They don't care about Trump or Biden. They have their own agenda, and they don't seem to want to stop. They want catastrophic change in the United States to everything this country is about, and they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. So they say. So,
that he started. They couldn't find any evidence of voter fraud, but they went after it. I think.
So I'm a little concerned about that, because I don't like the stuff that I'm seeing that they're posting. And I think that's why there were so many people out in Portland, in DC. It's not about an election. It's never been about an election. The election is just another excuse, like the Lakers win and the.
3045 South Brompton, 3045 South Brompton, 3 against 1 is code 3, incident 131, RD 34.
This is a reality. I'm talking about the polls. I think we think the polls failed it. Starwall doesn't, but
You know, then Dodgers win. It's the same. It's the same shit. It's just another reason to be out on the street causing chaos. So no, it's not. But the hope was that Trump wins re-election, and we start to get control of the country again, and we all believe in protest, but nobody believes in what these people are doing on the street. It's just ridiculous. And I wish we could just ignore them and they'd go away, but they won't. You're riding with me tomorrow? Okay. Yeah. I can't even tell what time my call time is tomorrow. I gotta figure out how to do that because I work 2 phones. I swapped the SIM cards. How's the feed been? I've been using T-Mobile tonight so that I could have my other phone to receive phone calls and whatnot, but I haven't figured out how to keep the same information on both phones. I'm fighting some problems that make me feel like I'm going to end up getting away from iPhone for streaming because it's causing more troubles. Either that or I just have to buy a whole separate iPhone just for streaming. But I'm guessing there's a reason why nobody streams through an encoder and bonding unit with an iPhone because it's nearly impossible. Just too many things you got to give up. Oh, Tony. Tony, call my cell. Let's see if this works. And we'll talk to you on the feed. I want to hear the story about BLM getting arrested at Beverly Hills. Because I know real Moises B was out there, but I didn't see that on his feed. Hey, it worked. All right, here. What's going on, Tony? Can I put you on speakerphone? Hang on. Let's see. Here, we'll do this. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
But I'm not on Facebook no more. So I can just talk on the phone.
Okay.
We had a 6 Antifa came in to the Beverly Hills Probably around 5 o'clock. It's all on my Facebook, bro. I was doing my little amateur video and shit. BLM came in, got face to face. The cops were there. Well, I was right there in the middle of it again.
What time was this?
The sun just went down and it was getting dark.
So it was early.
We had quite a few episodes with them coming in today. The last time they came in, they pulled out knives. The cops took them down, and they went to jail. Oh my God, it was great, bro.
Wow.
The heart was rushing.
Hang on 1 second. Hey, Ricardo. Who are you talking to?
You know what? I'm going to talk to you. I'm going back to Facebook, too.
No, don't. I want. Okay, so that's all that. What time did Beverly Hills PD make everybody leave at some point?
They built up a line, and I asked them. I was live, and I asked them. I said, "Hey, are you going to shut us down?" And they said no. They said no. We're going to let you go. You guys keep going. And we had resistance probably 6-7 times. We had doctors that came in there, but that was epic, bro.
Yeah.
That was epic. All right, there we go. Now I see you now, bro. Now I'm on Facebook and the phone.
That's cool. So so everybody just kind of left on their own.
Yeah, I mean, but we got some arrests in,
Yeah. Okay. I was kind of wondering if Beverly Hills PD said, "Look, everybody go home," or if people just kind of were like, "Okay, we're done," and it seemed like it just dwindled out to me, but.
What the fuck happened to mine?
John, were you there too?
Okay, I had to go off Facebook and back onto my phone. I missed that last question. But say it one more time.
No, it's this John Stockton. He might have been out there with you. He said something about the line.
I'll put it to you like this: the police saved the BLM because they would have been crunched like little cockroaches, bro. I mean, you don't come in 1 per 50 when you come in. I mean, we were out there. We were out there.
How many Trump supporters were out there? It didn't look like there was more than.
I went out there last night to go vote, bro, in Beverly Hills. We got resistance last night.
Oh.
On our march to the to go vote.
Oh, I thought you were talking about tonight.
Tonight we had resistance also.
Oh.
They went to jail tonight. I've been out there every night, bro.
Oh, okay.
Shit. And I knew you were going to work late. We discussed earlier.
Yeah.
And so I kind of went out early, and I've been watching you and making sure that you're all right, man. And you're awesome, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Half as good as you. Shit.
Yeah.
You're awesome, man. No, really. You're good.
Thank you. I feel a little let down because I feel like sort of unsuccessful tonight, but it just was a late start. But it's I got to see a couple streamer buddies out there, and it was fine.
I'll tell you what, I agree with you 100%. There's a lot of strange activity going on with these people walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't help the stuff that I read today that I got off of Antifa's. So, I've been, ever since I started this Telegram thing today, but, Telegram just came through just now, and, it just makes me wonder what the hell they're talking about, because it's the fuck fascists who haven't said anything for, I don't know, since September, November. No, I'm sorry. They have been a little bit. But the quote is, lightning makes no sound until it strikes. Why do they put shit like that out? But it also kind of sounds a lot like what they were doing, you know, showing up and then disappearing. So
well, I think our cops and all our military, whatever, you know, is dispersed out here, it's going to be more than enough to shut these little commies down. Go get a job, get out of your basement, you know.
yeah.
It's got to be Trump, bro. There's no other way around it. It can't be.
No. My favorite one yesterday was Candace Owens on Fox News talking about how all the board ups and people putting Black Lives Matter, we support Black Lives Matter, like, it kind of says everything about who's doing all the damage in the city. Because if it was the white nationalists, then everybody would all of a sudden become a white nationalist as a business owner with their board ups because they wouldn't want their property destroyed by racist white nationalists. Come on.
Right.
You know, it's like...
It's common sense, bro. You don't have to think about this.
Yeah, but common sense, it would have been a no-brainer and Trump would have won by a landslide and we wouldn't be sitting here having this discussion. But clearly it's not common sense.
I do not even think there would be even a way to get Trump out, even if he lost, without legal fucking... It's going to go legal either which way. We're going to battle in court, you know. Oh, we did this, yeah. No.
Leon, turn the fucking channel, man. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Leon's one of those black bloc kids. That'd be my guess. But all right, dude. I'm gonna call it a night because I gotta work tomorrow and it's another day tomorrow. So.
Right on. But, what time do you think you'll get off?
I don't know. I can't find out what time my call time is until I swap my phone over. But.
Well, hey, you know what? If it works out like it did today, there's always tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No. It's gonna be like 10 o'clock again, I'm sure. Maybe not that late. Our third day is usually shortest of all of them.
Well, all I can say is Trump 2020, baby. 4 more years.
Let's hope so.
Hey, thank you for going out in there and stream for these people. You're awesome. No, for real.
I appreciate it.
I know you're really kind man. You're a good man, bro.
It's fun, especially when I see some of the same names up there and same people hanging out. You know, it makes it fun. And
well, I can't go back to the comments, but yeah, you got some trolls out there. You got some commie little guys out there.
But that's okay. That's what, you know, freedom of speech is all about. But
Of course.
Bad boys. Come on, man. Biden is winning. Obviously. No, it's not obvious. If he's got one more state that he could win, that kind of shorts him on the numbers. If everything keeps going the way it's going, then Trump's definitely going to win because of those 5 states. But who the fuck knows? There's people way smarter than me that clearly haven't been able to, you know, call this one, and they probably don't want to either. I'm for everyone, but everyone can't be in office at the same time. So I'm for everyone. Leon, man, are you drinking? I'm for everyone, but everyone can't be in office at the same time. So sound stupid too. Okay. Whatever. Can you tell Tony I said nothing personal, but...
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you,
spell
Peter.
correctly, bro.
Yeah, he's cool.
You know, I stopped taking punctuation and whatnot seriously in chats, because I realize how excited everybody gets and they want to type really fast to get their statement out before it gets like past the moment of impact, and shit happens. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? As long as your point gets across. Jesus.
Peter and myself, we've been going at it.
Oh, really? I totally miss it. Like,
much love back, Peter, man. No problem, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that's funny, because I like most of the night I didn't watch the chat because it's too far away. You got to see the setup I got, but it's across the passenger seat. But
he was correcting my spelling.
Oh, and I like Peter too. Peter's pretty sharp on the scanner. He was picking stuff up and he knew what was going on. How are you with a scanner?
Hey, no, don't ask that question.
Okay. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I want to do scanner ride along night. I'm gonna call it what I've been calling it, which is ride along with WYSIWYG. And I want to do a guest in the truck with me as we're driving along and doing it, so that we got, conversation and then somebody to watch the chat and to play along. But I think it'd be fun to have a guest show up every week to do the ride along. And I got a couple people in mind to start out with, a couple of friends of mine. But yeah, it could be subscribers. It could be anybody that's interesting, that's not an introvert like I am.
Right.
But yeah, I've got a bunch of ideas for things, and I've been working on it, but I just got to find some time, and I need to find a kid who's good with all the web stuff and social media, because I'm just not getting that stuff done. And I enjoy doing the live streams, but I just don't have time for all the back end stuff. But
hey, dude, personally, I love your live stream, and you know what? I wish I could in the future even perform as well as you. That would be awesome.
Thank you. That's
no, I'm for real, bro.
It's getting easier. You see the camera turned around a little bit more here and there, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
I got a bunch of pictures of Karen's, put them on my Facebook page. It was fun. I had a great time yesterday, today. I'm worn out, bro. I can barely talk.
Yeah, you sound like you've been shouting a lot today.
Oh, Trump 2020, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
I do need an admin.
You need a what? Oh.
Yes, Peter. That's I actually gave people mod.
Yes.
The other night, but I seriously have no idea if they're still mods, or I have no fucking clue. I really don't know how any of this stuff works. That's why I let you guys go nuts. I'm a fan of Grand Thumb. I don't know if you've seen his stuff on YouTube, and his comments. Oh, it's the comment section's nuts, and he's got the best comment section ever. You could just go and not even watch his videos, just read his comment section. It's hysterical. But he's got some really great fans and followers, and I appreciate that. But Leon, that's awesome. You guys are great. Yeah, we are, well, kind of right outside downtown. Where am I? I'm basically where the 110 and the 10 freeway meet, in a kind of industrial area south of USC. Sitting here waiting to get some food in the drive-thru, but didn't want to subject you guys to that. So
I ate my asparagus, turkey wrapped asparagus from work that I grabbed on my way out, and I'm gonna get some food for the drive home and call it a night. But Tony, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
And to everybody else, I'm gonna say goodnight, and we'll see you all tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm out. See you, Tony. See you guys. Thanks very much for joining me. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow night. Bye.